Critics, Rotten Tomatoes, that's what I think of you. You don't know how to critique a movie. Granted, I'm not saying Passengers was a perfect movie, but it was very entertaining. It was a very good story, very well written, very well acted, very good visuals, very good music. That's how I feel about that, because this movie had everything I wanted. It was literally Titanic, Alien, Gravity, Castaway. You put all that shit into the pot, here's what you get.
I was looking forward to seeing this movie. I'm a huge Chris Pratt fan. Pretty much plays the same person in every movie, but I like that person a lot. He's charismatic, he's fun to watch. I feel an attachment to this character. Jennifer Lawrence is an excellent actress. She really pulled out all the stops in this movie. There are some extremely emotional scenes in this movie, and I believed her emotional reaction. I believed her actions and her facial expression. It's hard to watch because it's so real.
It's a love story. It's almost a romantic comedy, although not as heavy on the comedy part. It's not really my style of movie. I tend to like more sci-fi, so I was a little disappointed in that sense. It was more just a romantic comedy that happened to take place on a spaceship. Overall, though, it was a very pleasant 2 hours. I did enjoy it. It was extremely well acted. Jennifer Lawrence did an amazing job.
Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence. Pretty much the movie is just the two of them for the whole movie. And you might think that maybe could get a little boring with just two people. Actually, it was never boring. Not one time for me. I actually found myself completely engaged in this film. Not just because of the two of them, it was actually beautiful to look at. I really enjoyed the look and feel of this film. Both the outer space segments and the ship itself.
Chris Pratt kind of plays the same character a lot of the time, but this one I really got to see some layers with him. There were some layers, some emotional depth with him, kind of like he's going out of his mind being alone on this ship. Jennifer Lawrence, same thing with her. Some of her stuff has been a hit and miss with me, but when there's a certain part of the movie when, you know, everything comes to light, dude, like, amazing. The story is simple, yet it's complex. I don't want to really go into a whole lot of detail without ruining it for you. Based on the previews, you get it that, yeah, there's 5,000 plus people on their way to a new planet. These two guys are the only ones that seem to have woken up. Why was that? Turns out there is actually lots of points to why things are happening.
One of the things I really enjoyed about this movie, the ship is a character in itself. It's very imaginative. All of its different decks and its shops, the way it's presented and the way it functions, kind of high technology sci-fi concept, was really cool. I loved exploring more of the ship, especially at the beginning when you're just kind of walking around the ship when they wake up. It was really cool.
Michael Sheen plays a very amusing android bartender, one of the highlights of the film for me. Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence, although really excellent actors, are a little bit miscast for me personally, given that they're two of the sexiest people in the world, sort of playing these characters that I think are supposed to be a little bit more relatable. The movie tends to veer into the schmaltzy, cheesecake, pandering, romantic comedy aspects, and that's where the movie went a little bit downhill for me.
Chris Pratt, of course, did well. The design of the ship was amazing, and I really enjoyed that part. I enjoyed all the tech. The story had a good storyline. My only problem with it is it was very predictable, and there was a lot of cliche parts. I would give this one an 8, just because it did have a pleasant story, and it did entertain me for 2 hours. But if you're going and hoping for any kind of plot twist or any surprises, you're probably not going to get that. It's pretty predictable.
I do recommend seeing this film. It's not quite as good as those, but it's very enjoyable time spent at the movies. Gorgeous to look at, both the actors, the scenery, and the ship itself. So 8 out of 10.
I'm going to give this movie a 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the characters. I enjoyed the emotions that drove with it. I believe these characters are going through what they were showing they were going through.
So with that said, I recommend it. Go see it. For me, it's a 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed the movie. The acting is really good. The music was really good. Visuals are really good. The sound was really good. Just the feel of space, the way that they make it look like you're a little insignificant speck in the overall vastness of space. Like literally, well done, super good, loved it. Question for you this time: what is your favorite Chris Pratt and or Jennifer Lawrence movie? For me, I'm tied between Jurassic World, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Magnificent Seven. And then for Jennifer Lawrence, it's probably going to be Hunger Games: Catching Fire. That's my favorite one of the bunch. Go on ahead and like this video, favorite it, subscribe to this channel, because when you do, you get more reviews like this every week, plus unboxing videos, Pokemon card stuff, other shenanigans we do on the daily. And remember, you heard it here at the source.